Hello and welcome to Microsoft Excel tutorial from IT Army, and this is tutorial number 54, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about a couple of more logical functions such as AND, OR and NOT. Now we talked about if function. The limitation of if function is it receives only one logical value, and based on that it performs action. If the condition is true, it returns some value. If condition is false, it returns some other value. But what if you have to perform some action based on multiple conditions? So that's why we use AND or OR operator. Now the use of AND operator is that you pass on multiple logical values. You can pass on up to maximum 255 arguments, and if all the conditions are true, it's gonna return true, and if any one condition becomes false, it's gonna return false. Now if you talk about the OR function, it receives also 255 maximum number of arguments, and if any one condition is true, it's going to return true, and if all the conditions are false, it's going to return false. And if you talk about NOT, as name suggests, it's going to return opposite. So if you pass in true, it's going to return false, and if you pass in false, it's going to return true. So let's see with the example how to use these functions. So here we have the name of the students and marks in maths, English and science, and here we need to calculate the result. I'm not going to show the result as pass or fail. I'm just going to show true or false, as I'm not going to use if function over here. So here is the passing score, and we need to check if the marks are 60 or above in maths, and also marks are more than 60 and above in English and 60 and above in science, then only you pass. So means over here we have three conditions, and all the three conditions should be satisfied, and then only the student will be considered as pass. So how can we use this? We can insert a function, and I'm going to search for AND function, and here we have AND, and click on OK, and here you can see the AND function. It says checks whether all the arguments are true and returns true if all the arguments are true. And you can see over here you can have at least one and maximum 255 conditions passed as an argument. So now over here it's waiting for the first argument. So I say if this value is greater than equal to this, and as I have given the name to this cell, passing score, so I'm seeing over here if B4 is greater than equal to passing score, that is 60. And then second condition is if marks in English is greater than equal to passing score, and if marks in science is greater than or equal to passing score. So these three conditions I'm having, and this is evaluating currently to true because this is also more than 60, this is also more than 60, and this is also more than 60. So when I click on OK, and I get true over here. Now if I just double click over here to fill it down, and you can see this guy is failing, that's why I'm getting false, because in all the three subjects it is false. Same way if you look over here, you can see over here it's more than 60, over here it's more than 60, but this is less than 60, that's why I'm getting false. So if any one condition becomes false, and finally you get false. So this is how we can use the AND operator. Now contrary to that, if I say that if you pass in any one subject, you are considered pass, in that case I'm gonna use OR. And now if I just fill it down, you can see over here everywhere you are passed, but this particular case you see the condition is getting false in all of them. Here also you have less than 60, here also less than 60, and here also less than 60. That's why you are getting false. While in some other cases you can see that over here this is true, this is true, this is false, then also you are getting true. So the main objective behind OR is that if out of all of the conditions, if at least one condition becomes true, you get the true result. Now the last one is NOT. That is very rarely used, but I'm going to show you. So I say equals to NOT, and I pass suppose this as an argument, and it returns false. So if you pass in true as an argument, it's going to return false, the opposite of that. So if I fill it, you can see if I pass in false, it's going to return true. So this is how we use the NOT operator. So this is a very basics example. In the next video I'm going to show you how to do the nesting, and then we are going to use OR along with the if to have more better results over here as pass or fail. So hope you like this video. If you have any other questions or comments, please post in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.